Anor here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Scindo Prime. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, so let us immediately start. For the first setup, this is the new player setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Fury for attack speed, Organ Shatter for critical damage, Glaive Thermite for critical damage and critical chance per column multiplier, Pressure Point for increased damage, North Wind for cold, Fever Strike for toxin, and cold gives you viral when you proc viral to enemies. Enemies will take more damage from any source, Reach for range, and Sacrificial Steel for critical chance. If you don't have this, use True Steel for critical chance. And that's it. These are the mods. These mods here are highly recommend new players to use, and now it's time for me to show you these steel pair builds. For the second setup, this is the exposure setup. The mods I'm using here, we have attack speed, we have blood rush and VMP wounds for allow stat chance and critical chance per combo multiplier, we have prime reach for range, viral damage, critical damage, and condition overload for melee damage per status type. And that's it. These are the mods. For the Acolyte weapon adapter or highly recommend for to use, it's going to be any Tenokai. For the Arcane melee exposure and ability cast, you gain corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion damage. That's the Arcane. For the stats, the attack speed is below average, range is above average, combo duration is average, follow through is below average, Riven Dispo is good, critical chance, critical damage, attack speed is for me personally by far the best in slot, and I will remove Berserker's Fury for it. Critical chance is good, critical damage is good, stat chance is below average, and total damage is above average. And overall, the stats are fine-ish. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the final setup. And for the final setup, this is the Influence setup. The mods I'm using here, you're going to remove Condition Overload, Vicious Frost, and Prime Fever Strike for Shocking Touch for electricity, Gillen's Elementalist for stats damage and stats chance, and Prime Pressure Point for increased damage. And that's it. Everything else here is exactly the same. These are the mods. For the Acolyte weapon adapter, it's still going to be any Tenokai. For the Arcane, instead of melee exposure, it's going to be melee influence. On the electricity stats effect, which we do have right over here, 20% chance for elemental stats effect to apply to every enemy in 20 meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. That's the Arcane. For the stats, instead of viral corrosion, it's going to be electricity. And there you go. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the new player setup. I'm going to spawn level 40, regular star chart, or cumulative dudes. No buffs, armor strip. We're going to jump over here and hold the melee attack button and win. For regular star chart, of course, this thing is overkill. As you can see, it one-taps all the weaker units, and all the tankier units die in like 1 to 2, maybe 3 hits. And yeah, for the regular star chart, this thing is good. That's the new player setup. Now for the steel path builds. Exposure is next. There it is. This time I'm going to spawn level 205. Steel path or the cumulative dudes. No buffs. We do need to spam abilities to get melee exposure stacks. There it is. 240 increased corrosion damage. Jump over here, get some stacks, get some combo. There we go. At 12x, you're going to do pretty solid damage. Once you kill 2 or 3 units and get some stack keys, you're going to like chunk. With buffs, of course, this thing is going to be much better. Heavy Gunner. Once you proc corrosion viral on these units, yeah, they won't survive, as you can see. There we go. These guys. And there you go. That's the exposure setup. Now for the final one, influence. Swap. There it is. I will spawn the exact same units. No buffs. Let's get some combos, some stacks real quick. When you proc electricity, there's a chance to spread it in a 3 meter radius thanks to melee influence, and your clear is going to be much better. As you can see. 9x combo. 12x, there we go. This heavy gunner and this heavy gunner. There we go. Now if I were to use some buffs, for example Nourish, the most common helmet ability, everybody can use. With this I'm going to spread viral and electricity in 20 meter radius, and my clear is going to be much better. As you can see. And goodbye. And there you go. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the influence setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course, it's survival. The Magical Mod, I'm going to show you this build right here. This is the influence setup, the classic. Spraying the electricity in 20 radius. The clear is going to be phenomenal, of course. Without buffs, I will use some buffs later on. There we go, spread the electricity. It also crowd controls, which is also very, very good. There we go. We have orange crits. Good crit tier. Very consistent orange crits as well. This guy, as you can see, the single target isn't the greatest without buffs, but if I were to add some buffs, we're going to do a lot more. Same with this guy, not a lot of damage. Alright, let's use some buffs. Nourish. With this, I'm going to prog viral and electricity, and as you can see, the clear is much better in single target. And if I were to use my first ability, which gives me heat, we're going to spread heat, electricity, and viral in a 3 radius, and the clear is going to be phenomenal. There we go. You don't need to play Ember to get these buffs, you can use other buffs. Corrosion damage buffs, other elemental damage buffs, critical chance, critical damage buffs, additive damage buffs, you know, multiplicative, all that stuff. All that stuff works. Ember is here like a placeholder. For showcase, reuse all my abilities. There we go. She's just a placeholder. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's wait for the Acolyte to spawn. There he is. Hey Gunner, goodbye. Spread that influence. Oof, one tap. Where's the Aki boy? He's up here. Boop, 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 boop. And he is gone. That's the Aki boy. There we go. Swing, swing, swing. A little bit more. Boop, boop. Nearly 500,000. War is here as well. I'm not going to wait for War. But yeah, I think you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And there you go. Scindo Prime is... okay. It's okay. It's usable. It's an old Prime. It works. It has like decent stats. You can use it if you like Axis. But yeah, that's the weapon. Those are the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.